Hey everyone, it is Saturday, October 14th. The time is 2:35 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 12 degrees Celsius. And this is Landsdown Avenue on the western border of the Little Portugal neighborhood, and there's the 47 bus I was just on. And what appears to be a disabled streetcar. And that street I just crossed was College Street, and this here is Dundas Street West. So for this one, I'll be revisiting a walk I did back in February of 2021. And I'll head east through Little Portugal along Dundas Street, and then I think when I get to Dovercourt, I'll head north up to College Street. And then head west through Little Portugal on College. And then I'll make my way south back down to Dundas Street West here. And for the most part, College and Dundas run parallel to one another, but College Street starts just a block to the north there. And there's a lot of interesting artwork and murals in this neighborhood. There's the 47 bus that goes as far south as Queen Street. And I boarded it from Landsdown Station on line 2. And this is a rather eclectic, multicultural neighborhood, as are many in the city. And it's got a variety of quirky bars and restaurants, and a number of independent stores, and some Portuguese family-style bakeries. And this is Dundas St. Clarence Parquet. A really old school gas bar, and some honking and cheering. Oh, it looks like there's a wedding at St. Helens across the street. The bride almost lost her veil there. And that contractor is stopping to glance into the wedding right where I wanted to look in. Come on, close the gap. Let me get a view.
Mariana, entonces tú quieres llegar a Moca.
There's a lot of small independent cafes in this neighborhood. And Little Portugal is bound by Landsdown Avenue, where I started to the west, College Street to the north, which I'll be walking across later. And there's some rail tracks to the south of here. And depending on who you ask, either Dovercourt, Ossington, or even as far as Bathurst Street to the east. I've walked through here twice this year, once during Due West Fest, first big lively street festival held in the city this year, and I did it again on a live stream. And there was a whole lot of this on that live stream. So this area is west of downtown. There's no shortage of colorful murals here. And there's another one across the street. This is called Swan Dive. So they actually put dive in the name of their dive bar. There's too much glare to see in, but it's got kind of a diner theme to it. And this area was previously known as Brockton Village. That was a former town annexed by the city back in the 1880s. And this is the former town hall right here. Although that only dates back to 1882, so its reign as town hall was rather short.
I'll tell you I'm excited later.
This is Brock Avenue. I'll spin around and we'll get another look at the former town hall. Now it is Elite Plumbing and Heating Supplies. There's some more artwork on this wall, but it's obscured by these trees here. And the Brockton Cyclery across the street. Toronto's vegan grocery store. This is a really colorful alleyway. This is a former theater here. There's now the Havana Club. Across the street, the Brockton Village Bakery. I'm not sure if that's a Portuguese bakery or not, but Beretta is definitely a Portuguese restaurant. And the neighborhood has a little over 12,000 residents in total, many of whom are Portuguese and Brazilian descent. And the festival used to be called Dundas West Fest. It was renamed Due West Fest. I think upon its return from the pandemic last year. You don't even have to try to find all the street art. It just kind of finds you as you walk around this neighborhood. I think over 50% of the residents in this area speak Portuguese.
So one now, and then in the
Because yeah, it was so random to see Elise and Dave.
And this is Dufferin Street, a major north-south street. It was a hybrid 29 Dufferin bus. And what else? More art. I think this used to be a bar called the Lockhart. That was a Harry Potter themed bar that closed down during the pandemic. Tea for you. Various Chinese dialects and Vietnamese are also common languages you'll hear in this neighborhood. There's a Sukhothai across the street. It's that BMW is rubbing its tires on the curb. There's that noise you could hear. And we've made it to Gladstone Avenue. I've been meaning to do a walk down Gladstone. I think it might be kind of interesting, maybe between Bloor and Queen.
It's hard to
I know, but that wasn't happening.
All right, so at Dovercourt, I'll head north up to College, and we'll walk through the other main commercial stretch. I think there's 4 schools in this neighborhood. And both College and Dundas are served by streetcar routes. There's a salon and another small cafe. Earl's Fight Shop. I have no idea what that business could be. I think they sell boxing gloves. Looks like a French-style restaurant.
Yeah.
That's for you. So he was like, I'm not going to do that this time. I had one.
Simon one over there.
He said like the
That is pretty crazy. And this is Lisgar Street. Divey looking sports bar. But don't let the ungentrified appearance of this neighborhood fool you. It is certainly very expensive to live in this area. There is the Doc Ellis, named after a pitcher who famously threw a perfect game, apparently while he was tripping. So this is Dovercourt. I'm going to head north here, so we'll have a bit of a residential stroll as I make my way up to college. In what may or may not be the eastern boundary of Little Portugal. It's the Unboxed Market, a packaging free market. And apparently that burger place is pretty good. You get a neat view at the financial district from here.
And all the kids were like, what's your favorite?
And the Pink Panther. It's definitely surprising to see developments like this hang on. Parking lot first. So this is north up Dovercourt Road. I think this is the route I took in that video I recorded 2.5 years ago. This housing almost looks like it was modular. Looks like it was built off-site and just assembled here. It's got a bit of a low-cost, put-together look to it. But the density is great. We need more of that type of thing in the city. I think most of these homes are a little over 100 years old. There is a Toronto Police Division. Normally these are on major roads. There's one at Parliament in front. Dundas and University. I can think of one a block west of Yonge and Eglinton. And of course their headquarters on College. That is 14 Division. I think that one covers High Park, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if crime rates are a little lower in this immediate area. What is that? Someone's Airbnb key lock has just been discarded, it looks like. Or maybe that's something else. There's the Orchard Montessori School, and what looks to be a former public school. Oh, and that's really cute. A bit dilapidated, but neat looking nonetheless. That contractor has a prize for him or her waiting on the windshield. So this is College coming up, and to the east of here you'll find the Little Italy neighborhood. That runs into Bathurst, and then you'd be crossing over into downtown. This YMCA here on the right dates back to 1911. I think it was built as a rec center. It still serves that purpose. And Starbucks has kind of been abandoning a lot of their old bank locations like this. It's good to see this one still here. And maybe I'll cross over to the north side. It's got a bit of a quieter, more reserved feel along this stretch of College than Dundas. There's still a lot of small businesses here. And a Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. poke bowls. Place called Society Clubhouse, building community one step at a time. And I think there used to be was it the Maxell cassette? I forget the name of it, but there was a famous mural in this alley that's been painted over, if I'm not mistaken. There's the corpse of a cannabis store. I'm regretting putting my coat on. Right before I started recording this, I put my coat on because it was a bit cool when I was waiting for the bus. Here's probably the most popular Portuguese restaurant in the neighborhood. This location of Bereda. I've been here a few times. We've got a nice big patio in the back. That's a very noisy gas-powered e-bike. Just cruising through the red light, cutting through pedestrians. Person didn't even try to stop at that red light. There's definitely a lot less artwork on this stretch of College. Look at this old apartment building. This is really neat. It's encouraging to see so many bikes. Although sadly the bike lanes don't extend this far in College. They kind of stop in the middle of Little Italy. You have these stupid sharrows, which are actually pointless because cars and bikes are supposed to share the road in the absence of bike lanes anyways. Little Street West 850 meters. North of here, DuPont 2 kilometers, Davenport 2.6 kilometers. Coffee time, anytime. I think this is the place I popped into on a live stream once. Yeah, that is. And got myself a nice latte. It is back to Dufferin Street. And that lady was trying to hail a cab. I think she got it to stop. That seems to be a bit of a lost art. It's a banh mi sandwich shop across the street. It's like a hip-hop dive bar.
Actually, let's take out the corner rocks.
It's a school on the right and a evangelical Korean church on the left there. The St. Helen Catholic School. All right, so this is Brock Avenue. I have a bit of a choice. I think I said I was going to go south here, down to Dundas. But I could kind of go full circle if I stay on College and head over to Landsdown, right where I started. So I'm going to make an executive decision to stay on College here, because why not? It'll be a little more interesting than going south a block there, or 2 blocks, or whatever it is. And the BIA is called College West for this neighborhood. Margaret Street. I don't know how to pronounce that. Someone will let me know down in the comments. Old school satellite dishes. You don't see too many of those anymore. There's another one over there. I remember those days, you'd dial in your number like F424, and you'd wait for the satellite to pivot around, or the satellite dish, and you'd hope the picture would come in. And you'd still have to have some kind of encryption key to have access to that channel. And where I got off the bus was just on the other side of the street there at the start of this one. Old school car wash, $2 startup price. Yeah, you probably get 10 seconds for $2. Good luck washing more than a door with that. I hope you enjoyed this one going around the perimeter of Little Portugal. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button if you're in below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. As I walk past the Steadfast Brewing Company. Anywho, I'm gonna debate what to do next as I make it to Dundas West again. So, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink. I was hoping to get a view of the CN Tower to finish off, but it is obscured.